Islam. Welcome back to the Moor Culture Podcast. I'm your host, Brother Tashan Edwards Bay, and we're back for another episode. I'm here with my co-host, the Sheriff, Elder Sheik, Brother Sharif Bay. Islam, welcome back, Moor.
Peace.
Peace, peace. And yeah, I want to greet everybody with peace. Islam, Assalamu alaikum, Alafia, Ayonio, Hotep, Rahubat, Shalom, Namaste.
¿Qué pasa?
Que pasa? What is that? That's Spanish, right?
Yeah.
Que pasa. I thought it means like, what's up?
Yep.
Islam. Well, to peace. I just want to make sure everybody is greeted with peace, whatever you use in your culture.
When you say que pasa, that's one person, right?
Okay.
First person. Que pasa, that's the second person. Que pasan, that's more than one.
Islam. Islam. Shout out to our Hispanic, Latino brothers and sisters. Islam.
Yep.
In true Moorish tradition, we just want to start with our praises and honors. Moor, would you like to start with your praises and honors for today?
Yes. In the eternal circle of light, I'd like to give high honors to Almighty Allah and His Holy Divine Prophet, Noble Dra Ali, and forerunner prophet Marcus Mosiah Garvey, and honor to Jesus, Buddha, Confucius, and Muhammad.
Islam.
And high honors to Emiliel, high honors to the Spirit of Truth, J. Gibbons Hill, high honor to the Nazarene, Allah El, high honor to the Magite priest Sidney Rothstein El, high honor to R. Dingle El, high honor to Hamid Anderson El, high honor to the God Mandate, Jerome Grand Bay, high honor to Chief Grand Resurrector Noble Dra Ali, hyphenated Timothy Dingle and his other half, Mother Ruth Grand Noblest, Louise Dingle, their daughter Diane Dingle, and Grand Secretary Margaret Thompson Bay, and to our Supreme Grand Governor, R. Stone L. May Allah be pleased with him for his mighty work and bless his entire family and his assistant, Grand Governor Page L. May Allah be pleased with him for his mighty work and bless his family. And his assistant, Grand Governor Shem L. May Allah bless him and his family, be pleased with them for their mighty work. And our Grand Governor here and those who have transitioned to the other side, to the soul plane. And high honor to everybody under the sound of my voice. Peace. Mojuba Ashe.
Ashe. Islam. I like to rise in the spirit of the seven and give all praises to Allah, high honors to the Prophet, Noble Dra Ali, and a forerunner, Marcus Mosiah Garvey. Islam, high honors to all past and present leadership of the Moorish Science Temple of America, and high honors to all true and divine prophets of Allah that stand on the square of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Islam, high honors to all the Moors worldwide, known and unknown. Islam, high honors to all of our ancestors, everybody that paved the way for us to be here on this beautiful day. Moorish culture, the Moor Culture Podcast, Islam episode number 48 in Supreme Mathematics. That is culture, build, or destroy. Islam, what a perfect mathematical equation for today, because we're talking about the culture that needs to be built and a culture that needs to be destroyed. We talked, about having a little bit more structure. I don't even really have kind of one topic that turns into three kind of topics. I know we saw each other on Holy Day. This past Friday, you had some news you heard about somebody that might have passed that you said you wanted to honor on the podcast, and that kind of ties in because there's a lot of stuff going on in Wilmington right now. Okay.
Right.
Islam. No, I thought you might have received a phone call and you said you wanted to speak on it, and it was.
I wanted to speak on. We had to speak on that. Our children ended up missing.
Yeah, in Wilmington especially, there's a lot going on right now.
Grabbing us, and we don't. The brother man, is not in the rightful place where he should be. Jesus said, "My people perish because of lack of knowledge."
Yeah,
and people had to learn how to come from darkness into marvelous light. Like Psalms 119 said, the word is like a lamp unto thy feet and a light unto thy path. And leadership is poor all over this land anytime they keep snatching our little girls. We need to we need to learn how to police our own community.
Mm-hmm.
It's deep because I love education. And by growing up here in Delaware, learning about Peter Spencer and August Quarterly and Richard Allen, the founder of the AME Church, and Absalom Jones. They were very powerful brothers. Then had the opportunity to go to a historical black college, study my lesson, learn about our national anthem. And in this day and time, you see that they're shutting down the Department of Education. So you got illiterate people running the country. Then you got educated fools sit back and say nothing. Jesus said, my people perish because of lack of knowledge. So a lot of you people in leadership position ain't doing what you're supposed to do because you ain't got the testicular fortitude to do it. Ain't got the balls. You like this life, running after fast things. You're not running after the Holy Spirit, Allah within you, the truth in you. We have to learn how to speak truth to power. Shut down all these ignorant, these illiterate people. Because they fear law. They don't fear you. They don't fear you when you act ignorant, because ignorance is a bliss. You running to and fro. The earth seeking whom you may devour. We got to leave a legacy for our children. You can have all the money in the world today, but you got to plan for the future. All types of crazy things are going on today with this war over in Iran. How are we going to address our problems here in America that still exist? Neo-colonialism or new colonialism, new imperialism, neo-imperialism, and neo-Nazism is an ideal. Small ideal from a small group of people. That ain't the ideal of the masses of people. People in America got to wake up. If they want to save America, I love the education I got here. And then let people come and act like it ain't nothing because they try to rob you. Not only the so-called black man, but it's the poor. You poor got to get focused and wake up. This is the resurrection of the dead because you're dead. Black, according to science, means dead. You black too. Islam.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. You say you love the education you got here. I know you spoke earlier. You love the education you got at the HBCU. In terms of locally, though, do you love the education you got, and do you think that the Board of Education is even
I really
necessary
do love education? Okay. I admire people, educated people,
of course,
of all walks of life. But I admire a lot of my professors that I met in Chain University, Strayers, and Kaiser University, et cetera, but you have some people that they just on low frequency. They don't want to see change in the world. John 1, chapter 1 says, in the beginning was the Word was God, and all things were made by him, and in God was life. The life of God was the light of men. But light shineth in darkness, but men in darkness comprehendeth it not. And the Word was made flesh and dwelt amongst men. And so the life of God became the light of men. So when you study and come in the light, you become the life of God. You become that vessel. You become that vehicle. You get things moving. Now, we're people, I'm ashamed of people now because they acting like letting this political machine be their God. You know, I was
watch the altar behind you.
All right. I was studying in Google, and Google told me the government's an oracle.
Okay.
I studied that. I'm gonna bring it back to you.
Oracle, like, isn't it like a fortune teller or?
Yeah, yep. That's what the Let me see if it bring it up again. Hold on.
I mean, they have a lot of information and intelligence
Let me see.
through
Hold on, let me
cameras and
see how it's saying.
surveillance.
Let's say it like this. Is the government like an oracle?
The government isn't an oracle in the traditional sense, but it's becoming more data-driven, analyzing and predicting citizen behavior, sometimes using partnerships with tech companies.
It said it is not an oracle in the mystical or fallible sense.
Well, they have they have some new AI though that they're saying that they're calling more powerful than God, and so with all the data that they do have, with all the information they do have, all the data they're collecting through their phones, through the cameras, the microphones, and everything all over the world, through all that using AI, they absolutely are gaining abilities to definitely predict things. So social media already predicts stuff. That's why when you scroll on social media,
right.
It's showing you what you want, and they know what you want to buy. They know what you want to see. So if social media is able to do that, you can only imagine what the government obviously is able to do.
Interesting, because I was trying to break that down to some brothers, like they didn't understand. So far,
most definitely,
we have a lot of power. You have heard of genetic blueprint?
I've heard of a term like that, but
we got a genetic blueprint that we got to learn how to read.
Like the Akashic records?
I'm talking about in your DNA. You have the phenotypes is seen characteristics of the ancestors. The genotype is the hidden characteristics of the ancestors. The ancestors are within us.
Islam.
And so we weren't allowed to read and write in slavery. Now, the disease that hurts us all over is illiteracy. Because illiteracy is a frequency. You don't have to be ashamed of stuff, because I love teaching people and help teaching people to get a step higher. And that's what we had to do. The Moors that went before me, they gave me the ideal that they passed Moorish University of Science and Technology. And that's what I'm the president of now, because ain't none of them there. So what do you teach in the Moorish? What am I teaching? One of the courses, four of the courses I'm teaching is Jesus, Buddha, Confucius, Muhammad. I'm not going to say I give honor to them and never study them. That's what Moors do. And so then they try to understand where you come from. You might seem strange because you study Buddha, Jesus, Buddha, Confucius, Muhammad. That's a power base. Not only that's a power base, when you just read your Bible, that's not a religious book for the Christians. The word Christian only appears in the Bible one time, and that's Acts 2. And the Bible is also like a chemistry book. And when you put that together, Bible plus Quran, boom. Live it, right? A character build, because the powers that be don't want to see you stand up and speak like a God man or God woman. Allah's within you, closer to you than a jug of vein. They say, we created Adam out of black mud. And we told the angels bow down to Adam. Iblis refused. He was one of the haughty ones. So Allah said, get out of here, you rejected one, be ye despised. He said, very well, I will come from their left and right, before them and behind them, and ambush them. You will find most of them ungrateful. And I go over this time after time, because anger is also the fire, along with the passions, curse words, etc., etc. We can't become into our perfectness, right? We keep following the ways of the wicked one, the man of sin, right?
Islam.
We got to learn how to give sin up, because sin is a disease in our mind. We are long ways from where we're supposed to be, because we won't study. People can play that off. They can talk it, but can't walk it.
Mm-hmm.
I sat down, and it was mandatory for me to study. If I didn't study, I was embarrassed. So all of a sudden, people come back like they here and they there. I don't pay that no mind, because this battlefield is real. Like I was sharing with you, I was a lifeguard for 17 years. And my job was to save a life. I didn't care what the person looked like. I had that resuscitation mask and had the rescue tube with the floating device, right? And that's where we are now. We in the waters.
Mm-hmm.
And so when people on low frequency, they need to come up. And people need a new meal. You can't, or a new song to sing. You can't sing the same tune all the time. We in a whole different age. We're in the acquiring age.
Mm-hmm.
And the younger people need to hear that everlasting gospel. But this battle must be won in a conflict that cannot be fully told in words.
Mm.
Being though they get doing away the part of Department of Education, we gotta be on our P's and Q's.
Yeah.
We gotta teach in a way where people love to hear us teaching.
Yeah.
They're not the only teachers.
Yeah.
They teaching people now. Look where people going. You seeing a lot of our people. Remember, say the word was made flesh.
Yep.
They ain't got the word in them.
Yeah.
We taught the world. You got an order out there that talk about King Solomon's temple. We built the mounds, the pyramids. That's greater than King Solomon's temple.
Mm.
You have to know who you are and stuff, because it resurrect you and make you feel good about yourself. How can a so-called black woman feel good about herself wearing somebody else's culture?
Mm.
A lot of our people trying to be like them with their straight hair. And they trying to be like us going down to the beach. So knowledge is powerful. Knowledge is freedom.
Mm.
I am the old man of the everlasting, of the past, and until the never-ending days to come. I'm younger than youngest, old and oldest, descendant of old man Methuselah. So every time I study, I get younger. Every time I eat right, I'm getting younger. I'm being obedient. Our people are drowned in filth.
Mm.
And a lot of our people don't, the Holy Quran, Moorish Quran said hope is, thus hope will be a speaking light. A lot of our leaders ain't giving hope to the people out there in the masses, because the masses are asses.
Islam. Man, so it's a couple. Islam. So that was a quick honey update from Sister Haj. We were trying to make some tea, but we had a honey.
Yeah, a lot of our people on low, the frequency's low. What you hear today, all you hear today is about politics.
We got to get into some politics today.
I'm talking about, I hear it all over. I don't hear a lot. I don't hear a lot in the hearts of men.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going to redeem us. That's what's going to keep us on the solid rock of salvation. You don't hear that. I don't even hear that.
Ooh, excuse me. You hear it right here.
Huh?
You hear it here.
Very little.
The 18.
I hear it, right? But I'm talking about coming up out of the heart, cracking them ethers. You give them the history of Allah and the prophets, so forth and so on. I don't hear that, man. They had this sister, I was telling Brother the White the other day, they had this sister named Mother Underwood when we was young. She knew that Bible. She had authority with that Bible. She would scare you. She got you out of order. She scared the daylights out of you. Now people are on Easy Street. It's the so-called, our people say, oh, it ain't like it used to be. We're better and stuff like that. And the oppressors tearing that butt up.
Yeah.
The oppressors setting people up.
Yeah, it's a trap.
It's a trap. It's the ambush. And the doctrine of discovery was a trap. And they said that the Pope, the president had said something to the Pope or so forth and so on. And
Yeah.
so what? The president signed the Doctrine of Discovery.
Yeah.
You know, the Doctrine of Discovery started slavery.
Mm-hmm.
It started slavery. Now you want to get with people and say, world peace. No, we ain't never had no peace because the Doctrine of Discovery is still on us. Going back, we ain't got enough tickle forts to get up off us. All around the world. Where the earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof, all around the world where you see our people, they have them beautiful natural resources, the gold, the silver, the oil, et cetera, but then we're called terrorists. Then they introduce you to their religion. And if you don't give them their gold, something's wrong with you. And I'm one thing, I'm not racist and stuff. I'm for love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Because we all part of one another. The whole humanity is part of one another. We got to cut out the disease mind. And get to them, as the Quran says, them elevated places. Where we can have heaven on earth. We can have that New Jerusalem right here. Where you ain't got nobody, them low frequency people tugging on your spirit, trying to bring you down in the muck and the filth. They ain't got nothing good to talk about. Let's start talking about decent things. How we can get to the elevated places, how the Quran say. Peace.
Peace. Peace, Moor. So, like I said, we're going to talk about a little bit of politics today. So I don't want you to get too riled up. But it's just in response to, kind of what's going on in the community safety issue. They just past Thursday, the Wilmington City Council approved a new Office of Community Safety. Mm-hmm. So, actually, John Carney, the mayor, approved it last month, but they just officially made it like a permanent thing and not just a temporary thing.
What it consists of?
It consists of funding for like grassroots situations. So here's a clip, or not a clip, but a quote from Councilwoman Darby. She says the actual violence program and intervention is when you have people on the ground. If we don't have funding to pay the organizations who are doing the violence intervention and prevention work, there's not going to be a lot of coordination on the ground. So there's already organizations such as ourselves, but others that are doing, community work, and specifically violence intervention and prevention. So there's communities trying to organize that better, provide funding so that we could have more boots on the ground that aren't police officers. Mm-hmm. And even then, we have these missing children, and the police don't seem to be doing enough. And I hate to call them out, but I do. This is what it is. There's video of the young sister's mother that just was found deceased. The police officer was like chastising her and arguing with her, and it was ugly to watch. It was ugly to witness a police officer arguing with a grieving mother who's missing a child. Like, right. How dare a police officer have anything to say besides like bowing down and being sympathetic and like, I will do whatever I can to find your child, but you're arguing with the mother. And it's unfortunate, no different than when you have black women that are not looked at as though something's wrong. Like, they're like, oh, you can handle the pain, so that's why there's a lot of more mortality in childbirth. That's why a lot of black women die giving birth, because they don't believe that they think they can handle any pain. And when there's a black woman running away, or not running, disappearing, they automatically say, oh, she just ran away, she'll be fine. Like, the girls must have just ran away. And that's why they're not putting a lot of effort into it, because they don't care. So having more people on the ground, that's what this community safety Office of Community Safety is all about, which is having more people on the ground that aren't just police officers, that actually care, that we can be a deterrent and, hopefully prevent violence, abductions, kidnappings, and stuff like that. And this is right off the heels of them approving, I'm not sure if they approved it or not, but introducing another bill about limiting and pausing the creation of more corner stores. Mm-hmm. They're doing that as well. So this is another.
The what?
Say again?
They're limiting.
Yeah, as of now, I think they're pausing new corner stores. They're like, hey, we have too many corner stores. We don't need any more We don't need any more corner stores. And they're citing, safety because of, people hanging out in front of the corner stores, as well as violence that happens in front of the corner stores, as well as just the health of it. I mean, we're living in a food desert. There's not a lot of grocery stores, but you have all these corner stores where you can walk in and buy the worst things for yourself. And we were on the podcast with Sister Lorraine Muhammad months ago. Last year, we're talking about this. This is exactly the topic we're talking about. That we have a lot of these corner stores are owned by so-called Muslims, and they're selling items that are considered haram. You're in your store selling pork and selling cigarettes and selling all kind of stuff, and you're supposed to be Muslim.
We're not addressing this like we brought up before. Like I was telling people, I said, when I was coming up, when it comes to the other Muslims, we honor them, we respect them. They could do no wrong. Now I even heard the other day that them sisters are missing, them people in them Arab stores was taking them.
So we don't,
and they doing all types of crazy stuff, but yet we painted the face like a God face on them, like they could do nothing wrong.
Yeah.
So therefore, people just got to start studying.
Yeah, pay attention.
I want people to study me, like I'm studying them.
Yeah.
Because just because somebody uttered something out of their mouth, that don't mean it's true.
Assalamu alaikum. That's their card.
Assalamu alaikum. Be ready to cut your head off.
Exactly.
Because all around the world, a lot of people love our position while we sleep. They come in our community and they rob us. They want to take our place. People from all different nationalities over here now. They want it's a military move. Who's leading us up out of this bull crap? Actions speak loud in words. So you say you tell a tree by the fruit it bears. We in an ambush. Who got the solution to get us out of ambush? When you start speaking, speak like the prophet with clearness, power, and authority. Speak like a God man, a soldier, a field general. Because we in trouble now. Because the whole world don't like us. They come to our community to get rich. We just ain't got enough sense to figure out the equation. How we can get rich by coming together and loving thyself.
Islam. Thank you, Moor. So in terms of one of those corner stores that people were saying could have been associated with, some of these abductions, we don't know the truth, but we do know the truth in terms of one of the corner stores is guilty of, or at least one of the owners or one of the workers at the corner store is guilty of locking young woman in the store. It's like
that's just as bad.
Of course, yeah. I mean, it's literally yeah.
The thing is that
it's horrible.
Even with the prison industrial complex, we can do. They automatically send us to everybody else can get away with stuff.
Yeah.
The Moors have to learn to know that they talk about religion all the time, but they don't ever talk about the law and addressing people with the law. Because that's why they put it out there. So you can help yourself speak back to them. So we're all religious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got to get back with the Constitution. Say, we the people. We the people have power. But hungry mouths don't get fed. I'm not interested in your God if he ain't working for me. For as they concerned, your God don't work. For as they concerned, your God ain't real. That's why they do what they do. Because you don't let your God enter into that heart and speak for you. As Bob said, when I'm in trouble, when I'm on trial, the Holy Spirit will speak for me. You let that spirit of your ancestors speak for you. Fear nothing you see or hear. You let that inner man speak for you. Why should you be scared of men that operate on low frequencies, running to and fro the earth, seeking whom they may devour? Why you let them fear you? I'm not scared of nobody. If falsehood come up out of the mouth and stuff, why should I fear that? Why we gotta let falsehood rule the world? a few people is on their lower self. They rule the world because they got the whole world mesmerized. Our people got the Stockholm syndrome. You ever heard that?
Of course, more.
Yeah, we fall in love with our captors. Then we got agents that say it's all right. No, our people being afflicted with pain. Everybody else's problem don't matter, but ours don't matter. But when it comes to the health care, us needing health care, a lot of people part of that. When they take the health care away from people, they're doing it. A lot of people ain't got that. Then we got people that got health care that ain't from this land. So who would do something like that? So the power is when we the people. Know who to vote for next time, and don't let people fool you because say I'm a Democrat, whatever. So forth. They found the Ku Klux Klan. Both parties have some dirt with them. That's why we need to form a whole entirely new party, a party that can't be bought off. Y'all don't want to pass and see y'all going as losers. I want to see everybody as winners. I want to see a new America. I want to see people mend their ways. And I don't want people coming around us to try to influence us that don't mean us well. We know what people have done to us and stuff. Everybody ain't welcome to the cookout.
Islam more.
We don't hate, but we know what you did. You ain't going to keep coming like a sly fox around us. Jesus said, "Oh, ye generations of vipers." He said, "Behold, I send you like a sheep amongst wolves. Therefore be as wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove."
Yeah, no, we have to be much wiser. And I think the term of the season, testicular fortitude, I think that is a perfect description of what's necessary in our communities right now. You know, especially obviously amongst the members of society that have testicles, because the men have to step up.
Yeah, because we can't keep talking downplaying other organizations. That's what we do, right?
Of course.
But when you see who's working, ain't nobody working. Jesus said they might be working, but not where I can. He said you tell a tree by the fruit it bears, and it ain't all about having the ceremony all the time. Sometimes about boots on the ground in your community. Foot soldiers.
Yeah.
Set an example, being a big brother or sister in your community. Sometimes you got to get rid of the superior perception of reality. Oh, that person on drugs. I'm better. No, sometimes you got to, because it was a sister, she was, the other day, she was on fentanyl or something like that, and I just bought me a light smoothie and stuff like that. I looked at her, and she looked dehydrated, right? I said, wow, I spent, so brother, don't act like that. I gave it to her. You know?
Yeah.
I gave, because when she was on that ground like that, suffering, I was looking at myself on the ground. Because we one people. Like Marcus Garvey said, one aim, God, one aim, one destiny, Africa for the Africans over the home and abroad. We're at a foundation, Black America. We're Africans too, because this is Northwest Africa. Yes, yep. We have to have right. You got to get your status right, because the so-called black people is nowhere in the records of man. What nation do you represent? Where are you leading the people to? What flag are you flying? It's just like if you seen a boat out on the ocean, it didn't have no flag, and just sat out there for so many days. You can come and claim that boat because they say abandoned ship. That's what they did to us, because a lot of us don't fly a flag. We don't fly a flag. The ship's been abandoned, so they jump on you as a the other citizens jump on you and stuff, and they treat you as abandoned property.
Wow. Now you're waving some else's flag.
Abandoned property.
Then took your
and your flag got the flag, fly off the flags of nations. That's what nationality is about. We fly the Moorish American flag because this is Northwest Morocco. America is a derivative of the word Al Morocco. This is the Moroccan Empire. And one of our coat of arms was the lion's pride with 2 lions on it with on top saying, he aids Allah, Allah will aid him. Lion represent the lion tribe of Judah, root of David. We was called that because of our strength as warriors. Got to get that back. Rah!
Islam, Moor. Real quick, come join the A team. Come join Allah's team. Come join the Moorish Science Temple of America, or just come join us for a session every Friday, 7 p.m. The God Hour every Friday. We have Holy Temple meetings as well as study hall. Or open or welcome. As long as you come in the right spirit, please come study with us. We study from all the books, from all the holy books, all the holy tablets. We don't just stay in one book. Obviously, we're divinely led by the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, but we honor all true and divine prophets: Islam, Judah, Jesus, Buddha, Confucius, Muhammad, Islam.
Yeah, because you confuse people when you say you give honor to that, but don't know nothing about it.
Exactly.
That's a lot of Moors do that.
Yeah.
It ain't like we back where it was in slavery. We can't read no more. I love talking about all of them. One day, man, Najee, we went to see a Buddhist priest in Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
I got talking. He said, "Well, Mo, you know more than him," because I studied.
Yeah.
I studied like that because I was in a bad position in my life, and Allah redeemed me. He made that correction, let me know how important it is to study. And then, so a lot of times you study, I went to church, a place like that, they didn't do that. I wasn't no dummy. You see the eyes pop. People shooting spirits, pow, 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 shooting demons, right? Because they want the rest of the people to stay ignorant. We in acquiring age. Acquiring age ain't like that. Mm. And the only way we can have salvation, be redeemed, we got to study. We got to go in hard. Because, why, Mo? The word was made flesh. And the life of God was the light of men. So we coming up out of the darkness into the marvelous light of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. So we can be the light of Allah here on earth.
Islam.
Because he has special gifts for all them brothers and sisters out there on lower self that want to make a change in their life. The government don't open up doors. He'll open the doors for you once you get to know him. Because what the government do, and people of different nationalities, they cast spells on you. Like, what's the first class you took in school?
Grammar.
Spelling class. And then you got the broadcasting system. That's a broad spell. So you got to watch what you look at TV because they're casting at you.
Yep. People
constantly cast at you and stuff. That's why I like that ego self-defense mechanism in Sigmund Freud is called rich one doing. The prophet said the public is unstable. Be not careful not to lose your soul in the crowd. Because everybody trying to work something. They don't come up. They come out. They might smile in your face, right? People got there mess with them. So that's why the Holy Quran says you got to be in elevated places. I got years up into this, right? When people start come with that low frequency stuff, I said, see ya.
To rise above it, float above it.
Yeah, I'm off into the 7 galactic heavens. If they ain't read and studied, tough luck. That's between them and Allah. Allah tells me to study. Sometimes people say, break it down, break it. No, sometimes I just be myself.
Yeah.
Because I'm not caught up into that colonizer's crap. They colonized the whole world and got the whole world spooked out. And it ain't gone nowhere because Elrich Cleaver said, if you're not a part of the solution, you're part of the problem. So people that look like us is a part of the problem because they let colonization go on and on and on and on. And white supremacy, neo-Nazism, neo-colonialism, neo-imperialism is an ideal. It ain't a holy ideal. How come we the people can't change it and make it a better place to live for all humanity? That's our mission statement, is uplift fallen humanity, isn't it, Mo?
Islam, more.
Islam.
Islam. So, yeah, in terms of what's happening here, I want to give a shout out to Councilwoman Shanae Darby. She's a friend of the show. She's actually, I believe she's the only politician we've had on our show, but I think she might have been our first guest, either the first, second, or third guest, one of our first guests on the show. So, definitely honors to her, but she's definitely one of the ones in the city that's pushing for these initiatives, talking out against what's happening and trying to provide solutions. Seeing her in the streets, seeing her, put the work in. She is more so, and I can't speak for the other council members. I just can't. We've spoken with some, we've dealt with some, but the one that I can see and I want to give definitely high honors to is Councilwoman Shanae Darby. So I just want to put that out there, and definitely rest in peace to rise in power to the sister that was found deceased here. There was actually 2 bodies found in his home in Wilmington. I'm not sure about the other one, but they're saying the one body was the one sister that was lost. That goes by the name of Cookie. Cookie.
What happened to her?
She's found deceased. We don't even have the whole story. It's really unfortunate. I don't know exactly what happened, but they found some dead bodies in the apartment. They don't know why.
Because when we used to live like this, darkness fell upon our nation. The colonizers came in and they opened up all these liquor stores and all those drugs, so forth and so on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And our people still ain't snapped back. They don't know what the resurrection is.
Yeah.
They don't know from whence they came. So we had to get together and, like the Holy Quran says, never does Allah change conditions of people till they change from the heart. We got to change our conditions.
That's
they don't
right.
have liquor stores in the suburb communities like that.
Correct.
Why is it an attack on us like that? That's an issue need to be addressed. Then, being though the money belonged to we the people, why we keep giving it up to foreigners? They got all this money for the war machine and no money to rehabilitate our communities. That's because of we the people ain't saying nothing. We the people got to learn how to be thankful of one gift that Allah gave us. You know what that is?
What, speech?
That's right.
Islam. Yeah.
That's the First Amendment. That's the First Amendment. That's the First Amendment.
Mm.
When are we going to exercise gifts like that?
Mm.
That's how we can bring change. Because a lot of people's frequency just low. They ain't taking me nowhere.
Mm. Yeah. No.
We are electromagnetic beings, Mo.
Islam.
We got a lot of electric with us.
That's right.
Like the prophet said, this is electrifying age.
He said that?
The prophet said this is the electrifying age.
Oh, wow. Where's that said at, Moor?
I got to find it for you, but
Yeah,
I remember reading that in my literature.
Yeah, I want to hear the whole context.
Brother Graham Governor can find it for you.
Yeah, I got to find that.
Brother Graham Governor, he knows a lot. I was amazed by that young brother,
Islam. Islam. Shouts to the Grand
Y'all
Governor.
amazed about you young brothers, man. Y'all keep me company, man. I like being around y'all brothers.
And we need you more. We need your wisdom.
And just seeing y'all demonstrate, that's a lot for me. You don't know how much I really appreciate it. I want to see a lot of things come together, but as long as I got y'all around me, I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna pray that it get better. Allah showed me so many beautiful things in my life, and I know Allah can move us as a people, crack them ethers, make things better for us here in America.
Yeah.
Because a lot of us live in a big illusion. America, the way it is not our land. Northwest of Mexico.
Islam. I was gonna say when you.
Don't forget you do have a woman in there.
Yeah, we ain't forgot you, beloved. I'm sorry. I apologize. Mother Hajanika,
She's. I didn't catch what that was in reference to.
I didn't mention her name.
Okay.
She said.
Oh, okay. You mentioned just the brothers, but obviously
she's all right with stuff, but she ain't chasing me like a cat.
we need the sisters. Obviously, we need duality.
Chase me like a cat and nag me. nagging me.
All right.
No, you're all right.
And
You're all right. It's like
more
she's a
than
beautiful sister.
more than all right.
She
She's the
helps
mother
keep.
of
She
the
helps. She
temple.
helps keep us together
The
here
mother,
in the temple.
the
Mother of
mother
the temple.
is exactly the mother of the temple.
She's our root. She's our foundation.
Islam more.
Very committed soul. We need committed people like her in this movement.
Islam.
We need this movement's about commitment. All Allah needs is a few good men. The 18 needs a few good men. We ain't asked for a whole lot of people. We want to change this thing.
We need a couple more boots. Please come join us. We're here Fridays.
I thank Allah for Sister Hodge's commitment to this temple. She's strong with this.
Absolutely more.
Good hearts like that.
Absolutely more. Once again, as a mother, I mean, literally gave birth to the temple. This temple was nothing without our mother. So, high honors to Sister Hashanika Bey, Islam.
And you people out there with a problem, Allah can change your life. Just have faith. Allah's looking for those who are committed. A lot of people's taking this movement for fashion and form. But Allah ain't looking for people like that. Allah works with them people that have a committed heart. He said Allah never change the condition of people till they change what's in their hearts. He worked with me a long ways because I know where I came from, and I thank Allah over and over how He's blessed me because He brought me up out of muck and miry clay. I really know what Negro, black, and colored is. Be around something that was created by the opposition.
Yeah.
Ghettos and all this stuff was created by the wicked people that don't want to see us advance.
Yeah.
But when I started praying, Allah put advancement in my mind. I'm not about no National Association advancement for colored people. I ain't colored. They take that idea and that philosophy and feed to somebody else. With that white supremacy stuff and that neo-colonial and putting people on the cross. This is grand resurrection for our people. This is the Aquarian age. We don't believe in that mess. As far as I'm concerned, the crusade's over. Y'all can keep living like that. My spirit don't go that way. As they say in the Nation of Islam, that the earth travel rate at a rate of 1,037 miles per hour. I like that. If it's like that and you're on your square, why don't you let people pull you in the muck and miry clay? Some pea brain illiterate. All us Muslims are sharp when we got on the square.
Islam. Yeah, on a square, and especially when we're in the circle, especially when we're in the cipher. Islam. As long as you have some kind of shape, you have some kind of foundation. You need to be standing on some kind of pillar.
I need you young brothers to come, sincere brothers to come, so we can get in shape. Because I'm 69 years old and stuff. My body, Allah's blessed me and so forth. So I don't see what type of shape y'all in.
I'll tell you what.
Come have some fun.
When we do training on Sundays, yeah, you surprise me. I mean, not anymore, but when we first started doing training, you surprised me with how swift and strong you were. More. I mean, I should have known. You're you're a black belt, Moor?
I got a couple black belts.
Yeah, you got a couple black belts. I know you're obviously military veteran and all that stuff. So I knew you were tough, but I don't know. For some reason, I thought age.
Smooth.
Yeah, I thought age might have caught up, but it seems like it hasn't caught up that much. It doesn't seem like it caught up that much more. So yeah, high honors to you.
I move like a swift angel.
You really do. You really. I don't want. Listen. I pray for anybody that crosses you the wrong way. They definitely need my prayers because it's not going to end nicely.
Allah is my protector by day and by night. And you not thank Allah for preserving and beautifying our forms to keep us up out of harm's way. Because that's the fire. That's what I seek refuge from the fire when I had to hurt somebody and stuff like that, and be in that air and stuff like that where the energies is wrong. That's the hellfire.
Yeah.
Allah's guided me up out of that. That's why I went to Mecca and made Umrah. That's why I fast, and that's why I pray and be with you brothers and sisters. So when I come into that, I look at like that's crazy.
Yeah. No,
that's
you're
crazy
right.
because when Allah gets me ready to make that move and stuff, it ain't go. That's deadly, man.
Yeah.
So I try to stay on my square.
Yeah. Wow.
Yep. People try to pull you off the square and make you transform into a dragon.
No, you're right, Moore. And something I wanted to touch on today when we were talking. Something I wanted to bring up in regards to like the corner stores and how, especially because of the health issues with what's being sold there and how it's hurting our people. Something I wanted to talk on was the number one killer of our people is heart disease.
Yes.
And that's twofold. So it's definitely what you're eating and what we're eating. I mean, it seems like every black man has, especially black men have high blood pressure, love salt. My dad just loves pouring salt on everything he eats. And my grandfather was the same way. I think he died of a heart attack. But it's twofold. So it's not just what you're eating, but also it's just stress. It's stress.
Yeah, stress is there. That's why we had to exercise.
Yeah.
Cause we have to exercise because the stress. Some days I get up, the stress come from nowhere.
Yeah.
I mean, it comes up out of nowhere.
It comes from somewhere.
It ain't have to be about my son or or something losing a person, right? But stress got a personality, right? And God got a personality for us too.
Yeah.
To show how He loves us, right? To show how He want us. He wants to keep us on the straight path, right? And want to push back the bull crap. He wants to come through America, clean up like that, because America needs some serious cleaning up.
For real. And I mean, the America being so dirty is the reason why we're stressed out because
we're around the wrong people.
Yeah.
We're around the people that that's put them images of God up. I don't believe in nobody can show me a picture where God's a Neanderthal.
They did it though. They did it though. They tried.
People believe in that.
Yeah.
People believe in that, and wicked people's responsible for promoting that. And I had this one sister. She keep talking about Christianity and so forth and so on, and throwing it at people but she don't tell them. The Muslims do too. They don't tell you nothing about the Crusades. That's important. That's history, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you tell the people about it's still going on now? That's what's happening.
That's what's happening right now, right?
That's why Cat's Breath or Bad Breath, whatever his name is, said it's like a reenactment of it.
Yeah.
It's real to them. It's real to them.
Yeah.
We play with it. Them Europeans, they don't play with it. We hustle it and stuff. Them Europeans, they know what the Crusades is. And they took the oath of death about it. They don't want you to rise. Yep.
Oh, man.
I've been taught, some Europeans that taught me, well, praise be to Allah for them. They wasn't like that. White supremacy and neo-Nazism, neo-colonialism, etc. is an ideal. It's a wicked ideal. It's about save humanity. And going around hating people and stuff like that so you can receive karma for hating this person, hating that person. No, it's about love. Uplift fallen humanity. I don't hate nobody. Like one deacon told me in church one time, he said, I hate, he said, don't say, he said, say you hate their ways.
Yeah.
He
Exactly.
corrected me.
Exactly.
He corrected me.
No, I like to make sure I have that mindset now when I look at people. I didn't think that way before, or I was, just not in the right state of mind. But you have to understand that, the sin doesn't make the person, right? Just because you do that doesn't make you that. That action was the action. You can detach yourself of that.
People will try to live in your mind rent free and hold you hostage.
Yeah.
To an ideal, so forth and so on. But that ain't the highest ideal. The highest ideal to me is being oneness with Allah.
Islam.
Knowing that Allah is closer to me than a jugular vein. That He has opened a way, a path for me to follow, and that I ain't got to go to the left, go to the right. I can keep straight on the Sirat al-Mustaqim. Like I heard in Persia, the bridge of Sirat is the straight way, right? But I heard in Persia, called it the Chinchat Bridge.
Chinchat?
Chinchat Bridge.
Okay.
They said that's the bridge between heaven and hell. So that's what we on. We got to stay on the bridge, brothers and sisters. You know, you don't want to get caught up in the ills of this wicked society. And when we strive for righteousness and law, and we pray Allah got us on this bridge, He's protecting us from the hellfire. We don't want the colonizers pull us down in the pits of hell, because Allah drive the ship, and He's taking us into the hereafter.
Islam, Moor. So we're going to close out around that. We're coming up to the hour mark. I just want to close out with just putting my thoughts. We talked about this on Sunday, but putting it just out there, putting it into the airways, you know, into the frequencies, because maybe it'll, bring itself to fruition. And what that was just a premonition I had in terms of these corner stores and, you know, our people in front of these corner stores, you know, selling poison in front of the selling poison in front of the poison store. It's like I envision a future where these corner stores are taken over by our brothers and sisters, and we're selling life, you know. So I would love for our, you know, poison or the bad drug dealers, because there's good drugs, the bad drug dealers, to go into the stores, take over these corner stores, continue to make their money, but let's be selling fruits and vegetables. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be. Why can't we be? Sell life. Why can't we be in there selling some seed balls?
Because we in the midst of a battle.
Islam.
If we don't care, nobody else gonna care for us, because they don't like us.
If you're selling poison, you're working for the enemy.
They don't like you because you're descendants of gods. We are the nations of gods on earth, right, Mo?
Islam, gods and earth.
That's what we didn't descend from no Neanderthals. We ain't no 3/5 of human being and stuff like that. What they used to call stuff like, it was them, not us. So let the God light show in you. Bring change to this world.
Islam.
Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on as it is. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Bring the heaven into your personality. Share it with them. If the frequency ain't right, get away from them or short circuit them.
You're right, Moor. Any final remarks?
May Allah bless you and keep you. May Allah cause the light of His countenance shine down upon you and be gracious unto you. May Allah lift up the light of His countenance upon you and give you peace. May the sweet communion of the Holy Spirit rest, rule, and abide with you henceforth and forevermore. Now may Allah dismiss you from this place, but not His presence. Let the words of my mouth, meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Allah, my strength and my Redeemer. My heart, mind, and soul says, Amen. Peace. Mojiba.
Peace. Ashe. Until next time.
Ashe.
Peace.